not.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves. The Cubbies will try to wrap up the 3-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Charlie Morton gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Eddie Rosario is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
Now playing center field, number 8.
Now at the plate, Ian Happ, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off for the Cubs, the left fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ian Happ.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Lots of kids here at the ballpark on their summer break. 94 degrees at first pitch. The 3-0. And that one misses as well, so it's a poor start here this afternoon as it's a 4-pitch walk to get things going.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Into the box, Chris Bryant. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The first base.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Now 1-0.
Now time is marked out by the home plate umpire. A 1-0 delivery. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 24 home runs for him on the season, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
2 home runs in 3 days? I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Now at the plate, Javier Baez. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
The 2-0 on the way.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
The 3-1. Hit on the ground to third. Garcia gloves it, and there's one down now.
That is fair. The second
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Well, Matty, one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this is a modern-day lineup. A lot of swing and miss, but not many people concerned about it. We were around the cage during batting practice. These guys are trying to drive the baseball out of the yard. They are not concerned with taking 3 and going back to the dugout.
Standing in now, Matt Duffy. 1-0 the count. That average for him up in the 360s now. 6 home runs, 26 RBIs. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's just 1 for 6. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
The 2-1. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, what a stop on the slide. How about that?
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Digging in, Greg Deichmann, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. 3 runs already home here. And this will be fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Again, a 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. Davies picks it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's 3-0 Chicago. Zach Davies starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Zach Davies coming on to pitch. Not a big, strong guy, but he's a control guy that pumps the strike zone full of strikes. 89 to 92 miles an hour with sink. Has a curveball, has the slider, and also the straight changeup. He needs all 4 of his pitches, not overpowering. You'll know if he's on early, he'll be throwing a lot of ground balls.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Davies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. Lays off 1-0. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. All even now, 2-2. Now here it comes.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Howe comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for route number 1. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I know they're just waiting for Jock Peterson to come alive. He went 0 for 3 last game. No big deal, only 3 ABs, but it was the way in which he looked going about those ABs. He didn't have a good look to him at all. We'll see if he can bounce back in this one.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. In his career, Swanson hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Baez has it. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in Freddie Freeman.
I'm good, I'm good. How about you? How are you? What? I said, how are you? You feel better? Feel better?
Yeah.
Sure.
We're dancing. We're dancing.
Yeah, I'm making myself dizzy. That's about all I accomplished. How was your the day yesterday? How was your day yesterday? Hmm?
Oh, just the house.
So it seemed like you wanted to sleep. I thought you seemed like you wanted to sleep. Used to you acting like you're bored. Hmm? 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 Hmm. He knows.
What are you doing? Hey. Oh, run up to my face.
Tap in the forehead.
And up to my forehead.
Tap, 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 tap. Can't do that. Best I can do is a blowjob. Sounds like a bomb. That sounds like a lot of things. times again. That sounds like three things. Sounds like it sounds like sex, it sounds like infection.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Low for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shoots this one over to first. And that's through for a hit.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Soler, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a sinker's low off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. It's now a 3-2 contest.
The left fielder.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Peterson.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Here's Jock Peterson now as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1 offering. Pulled toward right center field. Ortega is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following. Second inning set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Rafael Ortega.
Rafael Ortega.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. At the knees, strike 1. Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
And a check swing here, appeal down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up. Ball 1. The 1-2. Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's the pitch. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. One pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Zach Davies. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Fouled off. Curveball. Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Stepping in for the Braves, Eddie Rosario comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
Eddie.
Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Here's a huge swing by Rosario and a deep drive to right field. And gone. An absolute bomb.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him. If he's going to get the W in this one, he's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
3 balls, 1 strike to Orlando Arcia. Chopper to short. There's Baez. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Batting 9.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Javi Baez. I don't know, second base, shortstop, third, maybe a little outfield. Doesn't matter. This guy has platinum hands. Platinum, not gold. One of the best defenders in our sport and probably the quickest ag man in our game.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. This one's down to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number 1.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. Well, that'll bring up Ozzie Albies. Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Braves able to tie things up on this. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1.
Ball. We got a ball, 1 strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 1-2.
balls, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant as he'll take a look at ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. The relay throw. And he is out, retreating to third as they slap the tag on him.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate and it bounces away. And no advance. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is a curveball taken low for a ball. Runner at second here with 1 man out. On a rope to the second baseman. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
Javier Baez.
Stepping up now, Javier Baez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Here's the 1-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
2 out here and a runner at second. Lays off 2-2 now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Hit back up the middle. Swanson throws it in, and the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue. And he'll be tagged out heading toward the plate, and with that, the inning is over. Cubs strand one. Through 2.5. It's 3 apiece.
We're just about set to go here as the Braves come to bat in the 3rd inning, and this is an offense that's really been productive this year. They enter this game as one of the best run-producing teams in baseball and one of the better teams at avoiding the dreaded double play ball, which certainly contributes to their ability to keep rallies alive. One of their hitters told me, "We do a good job going after our pitches, not the ones the guy on the mound wants us to roll over on." Now, that's easier said than done, of course, but it's a big key to their offensive success, Matt.
Leading up for the
Okay,
Braves,
thank you, Heidi.
the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. fans, summer has officially arrived, and there's no better way to beat the heat than by joining us right here at the ballpark. With lots of giveaways, promotions, and great baseball to come, you can't lose. Pick up a pocket schedule at any stadium ticket window and come out to the ballpark this summer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Dansby Swanson will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the third inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Freddie Freeman is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
Here now the 2-2. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location. All 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
In is Jorge Soler. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, the catcher, BRAVES.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there.
Your attention,
the Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Duffy ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. A surprise now from a manager that typically doesn't like to shift. He signaled his infield to overload the right side. Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. So now to the plate, Eddie Rosario. Let's he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Sampson playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2019.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Fouled away. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Here's the 2-2. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out. Striding into the box, Greg Deichmann. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, and it's even at 2. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 2-2. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off. Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
High and deep to right center. Back goes Rosario to the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The relay, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that,
leading up
at the plate now, Orlando Arcia, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Back up the middle, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
Expecting a potential bunt, the corner infielders come way in to try to protect. Stepping in now, Charlie Morton. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
The batter,
back to the
one,
top of the order now, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
2-1 to count. Bouncer up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
How about it? Not shortstop.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
The 1-0. Smoke on the ground left side. Happ brings it in, and that'll bring in the go-ahead run from third. It's now a 4-3 game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. Rizzo is there. The second for one. On to the pitcher covering at first, and it's your textbook 3-6-1 double play that'll get him out of the inning.
Leading off for the Cubs, the catcher,
the pitch. Eric Castillo is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. Now the pitch. 1-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. This one's down to third. Garcia has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batter.
So here now's the pitcher, Adrian Sampson. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Trey Thompson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Cubs. Number 43, Trey Thompson.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Watch out, 1-1.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Rosario, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, his team took the lead, and he's able to notch 2 outs, thinking he's going to shut him down here and preserve the lead. Not so fast. Batter comes up, laces a 2-out double, and is a base hit away from coming home to tie this thing.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and a check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
The 3-1 lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. He's set. The 3-2. There's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Now in the box, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. One and one. Here it is. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here's the 2-1. Line drive to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said that top to bottom, his guys have impressed him at the plate. He loves that they're into double-digit hits, but just as much, he's thrilled to see that they've only struck out one time. That's impossible to sustain, but it points to the team's incredible focus at the plate right now.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Adam Morgan will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Jorge Soler is in for the third time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Drilled right back up the middle. Scooped up. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The batter, the catcher.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Travis d'Arnaud. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Morgan is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Swing, and he rockets this one down the left field line. And this one bounds around against the wall. Throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Jock Peterson is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
The 0-1 on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
One out and a runner on second base. Full count now, 3-2. And it's fouled away. Here's the 3-2. To short. Baez fields it cleanly. And there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 8, Eddie Rosario.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Surprise now from a manager that typically doesn't like to shift. He signaled his infield to overload the right side. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Braves strand 1, and it remains a 4-3 game. New inning set to get underway, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate.
Javier Baez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
God,
had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. hit hard on the ground towards second. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as we take a look there at the team leaderboard, you can see he ranks 3rd best on this Chicago ball club. To the plate now, Matt Duffy. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Throw over to the bag. The 1-0 pitch. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Don't want to forget about it. Davies has the tag, and they've got the out at second base. 1 out, nobody on. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out.
The right fielder, number 6.
So stepping in, Greg Deichmann. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Oh, 1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Trevor McGill enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Digging in to try it again, Orlando Arcia. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. First pitch of the at-bat. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this one is gone. A home run. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty B, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, Dero. The hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
The average coming in at 266, 13 home runs, and 46 driven in. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. windup and the 0-2 pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. So up steps Ozzie Albies. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Albies.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The pitch.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run
The batter,
to strike out
number 7.
the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Dansby Swanson is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. The 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One for the break. A.J. Minter is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 33. A.J.
Standing in, Rafael Ortega. He'll lead it off here as we begin. Janeski Fargas is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Now a bunt attempt here, and he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. Fargas has what you'd call elite speed. His legs are a big part of his game on both sides of the scorecard.
This is one tool, Matty, I know nothing about. I used to get to first base, hand my batting gloves to the first base coach, give daps to the first baseman, and be like, yo, what's up? This guy gets on first base, and he's thinking about second and third.
To 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
He's set and the pitch. Eric Castillo comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peterson on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Frank Schwindel will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And no swing apparently, ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
At the plate, Ian Happ, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
Here it is, the 3-0.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series,
Up next,
and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
And some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
Richard Rodriguez takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. A runner on first with 2 away. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 2-2 now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Braves 5 and the Cubs 4.
Your attention, please. This change
Number 48 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Now playing center field.
Freddie Freeman will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. He's set. Here it comes. Bouncer to the left side. Bryant's got it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield.
Right field.
1 away.
Jorge.
Standing in, Jorge Soler. He was a ground out victim last time up. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. At the plate, Travis d'Arnaud. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
d'Arnaud.
From the stretch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and no strikes. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit onto deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run.
Now batting.
That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, Matty, it's scorching out right now, and they always say when the weather gets hot, the ball starts traveling. Dan, what's your take?
That's exactly what happens, D-Road. Come out of spring training in a lot of the places, it's a little damp, it's a little cold, but when it starts to heat up and get hot and humid, it definitely plays right into the hands of the hitters, and they're taking advantage of the conditions today.
Fargas will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. One for the Braves. Ready to begin the 8th, and here comes the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2 and 2 now on the Cub first baseman. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3 and 2.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Hit hard up the middle. Speared on the dive. To second for 1. Not in time.
The batter number 5.
So digging in now, Matt Duffy. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here comes the first pitch. Looked like the sinker there. Dipped a little below the knees. The 1-0 delivery. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Matt Duffy is sent packing for the 2nd out of the inning. Wilson Contreras will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 40.
For the first pitch, a check at first. Runners back. Popped him up. Here comes Soler. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Wilson Contreras will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Eddie Rosario. Infield shifts now. They'll overload to the right with the shortstop on the other side of the second base bag. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The Cubs entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Eddie Rosario becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Joe Biagini answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Joe Biagini.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Orlando Arcia is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Just missing here, 2-0. And for the opposition, finishing this one off and salvaging a win in the series will sort of allow them to at least save a little face here at home.
No doubt about it. The last thing you want to do is get beat around in your own backyard. You want to make your home ballpark a winning ballpark. So winning this one and avoiding the sweep could be just what the doctor ordered.
William Contreras will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. First pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Ozzie Albies. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Ready with the 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Will Smith comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 51.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Janeshwi Fargas. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Smith is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
The 1-2. He misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
In now, Eric Castillo. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
0-1, here's the pitch. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a throw over, and the runner back easily. A ball and 2 strikes.
Yep, 1-2.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. Getting on base, a big problem as you see the average there. Still without a home run and with just the lone RBI. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Runners on first with 1 down. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals.
God damn it.
Back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike 2. Two is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
He's running. Got him swinging. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
They ran the risk of a strike him out, throw him out play there, but that was a good job of getting in there successfully. On 3-2, there's a decent chance the hitter puts the ball in place, so it can be a good time to be aggressive just like that.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a 1-run game now.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
your
Dan,
attention,
they're
please.
absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
1-1 the count. And now pitch on the way. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. But they strike through 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. It's the Cubs 7 and the Braves 6. Rowan Wick takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon.
Shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Here's the first pitch to him. Wick, a Canadian native. He was a 9th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Behind 0-2 now. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
A ball and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Another one sent foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Oh, and he got a pitch to handle as this ball is hit high in the air and deep. And folks, this ball game is tied.
The right fielder, number 12.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Into the box now, Jorge Soler. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Bases are empty, one man out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. Went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Another full count pitch home. Fouled off. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fargas is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The left fielder, number 22.
Stepping up to the plate, Jock Peterson. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. A surprise now from a manager that typically doesn't like to shift. He signaled his infield to overload the right side. Now a bluff here as he steps off to looking back at first. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first, and the runner back safely. Here's the first pitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch running at first for the Braves, number 38, Guillermo Heredia.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Ball game. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there.